Hi class, and welcome to week 3 of HIS 151 here at Salle University. I would like to just start off by saying I'm so sorry about the miscommunication and the issue we had with WIMBA this past week in week 2. It's totally my fault. I was traveling and anticipated getting back much sooner than I did. As you're aware, there were some really bad storms and things just did not coordinate for me, and I wasn't able to get into the WIMBA room, and then also, I wasn't able to communicate clearly uh, with you that I wasn't going to be able to be there. So I do apologize and take responsibility for that. It is something that I'm not very, um, I definitely do not see happening again this semester. And I really do appreciate the time that you took out of your schedules to get to the class on time, to get into the WIMBA session and all of that. So I do apologize. From here on out, I am extra triple checking everything and making sure that no little snafus like that could happen again, and making steps to make sure it doesn't happen. With that said, I would like to say I appreciate all your time and energy you've been putting into the discussion boards, that the discussions have looked really nice so far, and it seems that you are gelling and communicating well as a class, that you are really commenting on each other nicely, and that's a really great thing to see, and I'm really impressed. So please keep that good hard work up. In week 3, you're having a new assignment added to the mix. In addition to your normal discussion board and the primary source paper that you're used to doing, this week you'll also have one other thing added to the plate. You'll have your first of 2 blogs for the summer. This blog is on, for week 3, it is on the comparisons between Rome, ancient Rome, and the Han Dynasty. And since you read about the Han Dynasty in week 2, you're going to just add the material that you're doing already for week 3 to the mix. I've also provided some reading material for you for the blog. When you log into the blog, you'll see the reading material, and it's just a comparative piece here on similarities between ancient Rome and ancient China. It's really quite interesting when you think about how similar these two places were, with very little contact between the two. So as you're reading, please make note of these similarities and these differences between the two empires. It's something that I think you guys will find very fascinating. Make sure also when you check into the blog, you're aware of what the requirements are. That if you need to respond to other students, you do that. If you need to post web links or post a link up there, please do that also. Make sure that you're aware of all the requirements. For week 3, you also have your quiz. There's a study guide there for you, so make sure you are using the study guide. The quiz grades have been looking pretty nice, so you are putting in the effort and you're doing what you need to do to get these quizzes accomplished. I also posted the, I think it was your course, it might have been the 251 course, but I posted up, if it wasn't already in your syllabus, what the breakdown is for the weighting for the course. Quizzes are worth 10%. The blogs are worth, I think, 20. Your midterm is 25. Your finals 25. So make sure, and your weekly assignments are 20% as well. Make sure you're following that and you know how much things are going to be worth for you. One little bit of housekeeping information that I need to share with you. As you just heard me mention, I'm teaching 2 classes this summer. And when you email me in the LaSalle account, it's hard for me to tell what course you're in just by your name. So in the future, when you do email me from the LaSalle account, could you please write, this is, Mary from HIS 151. And that way I'll be able to address the issue a lot quicker than having to figure out what course you're in and then going into my the respected Blackboard site for your class. So just make a note of it, either in the header or in your first line, this is Mary from HIS 151. I'm having an issue with the quiz, or I'm having an issue with this assignment not opening. It's just really easier for me to do that, and I can address the problem a lot faster. With that said, this week you are studying about ancient Rome and the classical civilizations of Greece, Rome, and a little bit on India. You have 2 chapters to read from your textbook, chapters 6 and 7. So you're going to be looking at holistically all of the classical civilizations, the rise and fall of Greece, the rise and fall of ancient Rome, and then the rise and fall of a little bit here on India. My major concentration will be on Rome, since that's what you're blog is going to be about. But the stuff about Greece is also really fascinating. And the primary source paper this week you have is on Plato's allegory of the cave. And if you've ever taken philosophy or religion classes here at LaSalle, a lot of students have told me they've read this in that class, and it really helps them understand it better. But just in case you haven't already read this, I've posted a YouTube video that is a cartoon of this allegory of the cave. So please read the allegory and then watch the YouTube video in the web links. It'll really bring it to life, and it helps so much just to see it versus just reading it cold. I would really like you to do that, and also make every effort to get into the web links each week and note them when you're using them in your primary source papers and when you're using them in your discussion boards. These web links are there to really help you further your understanding, deepen your knowledge, and just kind of support or buttress what you're already learning about in the class. They are sort of reinforcement materials for you to really interact and engage with the material. So take a look this week. There's a lot of stuff there, stuff on the gladiator games, the discussion board this week. You'll be reading a really interesting article from Sports Illustrated about the ancient gladiator games and just how much of a real athletic competition they were. They weren't just like a slice and dice fest. They were more this kind of a Olympic type games, which also we know started in ancient Greece, and you'll be reading about that this week as well. Please make every effort to get into those the web links. They are really going to help you understand the material better. They're going to give you such insight into what's happening, and I look forward to working with you, and I look forward to being in the WIMBA sessions when they are scheduled. So next week, week 4, we have a WIMBA. I will be there. I am promising you I will be there. So I look forward to seeing you then. But in the meantime, if you have any questions or comments or concerns, please email me either through LaSalle or through Blackboard, and I will respond to you. I hope you've enjoyed your first micro lecture and that you're excited about what you're going to be doing this week. I am very excited about seeing your work. And speaking of your work, last little note here. Look for some grades to pop up in this week. You should be receiving feedback on your primary source papers from week 1. You should have a discussion board grade for week 1, and I will be getting into the week 2 material as well. So look this week for your My Grades section to be populated with some of the material, with some of the grades that some of the coursework you've already completed. Enjoy your third week of the course, and I look forward to working with you. Have a great week, guys.